Welcome to this week's episode entitled 42 Problems and Food is Just One. That's right. When people discuss diabetes, they often automatically move their attention to food. But did you know that food, specifically carbohydrates, is just one of many things that can impact blood sugar levels? So food always gets the blame, but we've got 41 other factors and food is just one. So when creating this week's episode and creating my title, all I could think about was a popular song by a popular rapper discussing 99 problems. And if you know, you know. But anyway, let me get back to the topic at hand. So there was a great article originally published by Adam Brown in 2018 and updated in 2022 in Diatribe, and it discussed these 42 factors in detail. I recommend reading it for full details. In this week's episode, I'm going to highlight some of these factors briefly, so let's go ahead and get started. So leading the list is carbohydrates. When it comes to food, carbohydrates often get a bad rap. It is true if you eat too many carbohydrates, your blood sugars will be impacted. But carbohydrates are not the enemy. Carbohydrates fuel our body and give us the energy that we need. If we completely stop eating them, we would not have the energy to do the things that we need to do or we want to do. Regarding carbohydrates, the type and amount can affect our blood sugars in different ways. And so today I'm not going to go in depth with the carbohydrate discussion, but stay tuned because we will cover carbohydrates in a later episode. But for now, if you need more understanding on carbohydrate counting and meal planning, I'm going to ask you to follow up with your doctor and ask for a referral to a registered dietitian. So medication is the first thing to talk about. This can include the dose, the timing, and the type. Medications can alter insulin sensitivity, while some other medications can increase glucose levels. So it's important to talk to your doctor and your pharmacist to get a better understanding of the medications you take and how these medications can impact glucose levels. Then there's activity. This includes how hard you work out and the time of day that you work out. Generally, activity will lower blood glucose levels. However, sometimes when we do a very intense activity, it can elevate blood glucose levels. Then there are environmental factors like outside temperatures or higher altitude. So you might be wondering, how can these factors affect blood sugars? So high altitude, for example, can increase blood glucose levels due to the body's stress response and the release of hormones like adrenaline or cortisol. Then there are behavioral factors, and this can be the decisions that we make every day, including monitoring our blood sugars, being in certain social situations, and other decisions that we make. Then we have biological functions like allergies, sleep, and illness that can affect our blood sugar levels. Did you realize that sleep can impact blood sugars? So during sleep, our natural circadian rhythms work to naturally raise blood sugar levels, which is normal. But someone who experiences decreased sleep can experience insulin resistance, which can in turn raise blood glucose levels. So some of the factors I mentioned may cause an increase in blood sugars while others cause a decrease in numbers. So speaking to your healthcare team, specifically a certified diabetes care and education specialist, can help you learn more about the impact of these 42 factors. The article I highlighted earlier is packed with information, and I encourage you to refer to it and learn more. I will include the link in the comments below, so make sure you check it out. I highlighted this article because it's crucial to recognize that many things can impact blood glucose levels. It's not a one-size-fits-all, and everyone is different. And so seeking out diabetes education services and learning what you can do to make changes and adjust your plan is key. It's also important to be realistic. No one is perfect, so no one will have blood sugars that are 100% in range all of the time. There are too many factors that contribute to your numbers. People might disagree with me, but I always say what you're doing 80% of the time is what matters. We're far from perfect, so don't put so much pressure on yourself to see numbers that are always in target range. So I want to thank you all for tuning in this week, and I want you to comment below and tell me which of the factors surprised you the most. So make sure you check out the article. So remember that we're in this together, and sharing is caring. so you might be able to help someone else out on this journey. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And in next week's episode, we'll dive a little deeper into a conversation on carbohydrates. So I definitely hope to see you there. And remember, we're in this together and we got this, one episode at a time. So use the link, go below in the comments and check out that great article. And then I'll see you back again next week. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week.